Hello students, welcome back to our geography session. Today we shall start with a new lesson, tides. Students, when you hear the name Goa or Ganpatipule, what is the first thing that comes in your mind? Right, the famous sea or the beach. It is the most attractive and eye-catching part that attracts us. Some of you must have even visited these places during the vacation. We even dare to enter the sea water and enjoy playing in the sea water. While enjoying, we unknowingly notice the movement of the sea water. Sometimes the sea waves are high and sometimes they are low. So, in this lesson, we shall study the movement of the sea water, that is, the tides. So, the learning objectives for the day are tides, gravitational force, and the centrifugal force. Students, in our previous lesson, we studied that Earth is a planet on which we live. Our Earth is also known as the blue planet because 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Now, observe these photographs carefully and answer the following questions. Do the above photographs show the same place or different places? If you observe carefully, children, you will notice that both these photographs show the same place. Second question. Observe and note the spread of water seen in both the photographs. Answer. The level of water is higher in the first picture and lower in the second. What is this natural event called? This natural event is called tide. Now let us see the geographical explanation. Both the photographs show the same place. If you stay near the coast, coast means a land near the sea, for some time, you will realize that the sea water is sometimes very close to the coast, while at other times it is far away from the coast. So we call these movements of the sea water as tides. All the coast on the earth experience tides. High and low tides are natural phenomena. High tide means when water rises to its highest level, and low tide means when water falls down at its lowest level. Now let us try to understand the scientific reason behind these natural events. Now let us understand the meaning of tides. So tides are the movements of the sea water occurring daily and regularly. The level of sea water changes after a specific period of time. After every 12 hours and 25 minutes, a cycle of high tide and low tide gets completed. This regularly occurring event appears to be quite simple and natural. However, it is directly related to the sun, the moon, and the earth, and the gravitational and centrifugal forces that interact between them. Interact means that take place. Now, what do you mean by gravitational force? Gravitational force means the force that works towards the center of the earth, and centrifugal force means the force that works away from the center. Now, try this. Here are some simple experiments which you can perform in the house. First one, keep a small stone or a chalk piece on your notebook and move the notebook from left to right with some force. Second, take water in a small container which has a handle. See what happens if the container is whirled around with force. Next, fill the mixer jars with water and switch on the mixer. Next, observe a fan and a slingshot while they are moving. Slingshot means a stick for shooting small stones. Take half a glass of water. Slowly move the glass in one direction in circular fashion. Observe what happens to the water. Observe what happens if you whirl a key ring around a finger. Can you tell? On the basis of the questions given below, discuss the results of the activities listed above. Question number 1. In which direction did the piece of chalk fall? Answer. The piece of chalk will fall to the Right. Second, where did the water in the glass show a bulge? Answer, at the side of the glass. Question 3. What effect did the movement have on the things attached to the keyring? The things attached to the keyring will move round. Question 4. What happened to the water in the container and the mixer? The water will swirl around. Swirl means to move around, forming a bulge at the sides and a depression in the center. Which forces could be operating in the activities listed above? In the activity 3.2, girl moving a notebook, we experienced a gravitational force. And in the figure 3.3, a boy moving a glass with water, we experienced a centrifugal force. In which activities did you find that the centrifugal or gravitational force was greater? The centrifugal force was greater in the minor activities. In all the above activities, we can see the centrifugal force. The centrifugal force acts in the direction opposite to the gravitational force. Children, for example, here we can see a Ferris wheel. We all enjoy going to a fair. In a fair, we see many types of games. Ferris wheel is one of them. In a Ferris wheel, our seat spins and leans outward away from the wheel. This is due to the centrifugal force acting upon it. Centrifugal and gravitational force. We know, children, that the earth rotates around itself, and due to this rotation, the earth gets a type of power or force. This force works away from the center, so it is known as the centrifugal force. Due to this force, any object on the earth is thrown into the space. This force acts in the opposite direction of the gravitational force. Gravitational force. The phenomena gravitational force was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. He discovered this by seeing an apple falling from a tree. He drew a conclusion that the earth must be attracting all the apples towards itself, that is, at the center of the earth. So, a gravitational force works towards the center of the earth. This force is many times greater than the centrifugal force. Hence, any object on the surface of the earth remains at the place where it exists. So, children, we shall end our lesson here, and in our next lecture, we shall continue with the types of tides. For homework, you have to revise lesson number 1 and 2. Thank you.